The Oilers have been slumping a little bit of late. The Islanders, by the way, lead the NHL in face-off percentage. Edmonton has dropped to 5th. And you got guys like Pajot. He's, been over 60% the majority of his career. Outstanding right shot, third-line centerman playing third-line right wing with some of the other injuries. Or first-line right wing with some of the injuries they got right now.
Puck goes to Ekholm on the point, over to Bouchard on the right side. Try to get it down the right wing boards. Blocked by Lee. He'll lift it up and out. Ekholm turns in front of the Edmonton net, comes up the left side. Now a long pass on the right, but they'll say Hyman was offside in a little early, 22 seconds in.
Cam, if you get a chance tonight, by the way, there was a fight between Jonah Gadjevich of Florida and Brendan Dillon. And they went rock'em sock'em, old school robots. As good a fight as you've seen in the last 2 or 3 years. Gadjevich was jerseyed for much of the fight, and he kept on swinging. It's a great tilt.
He had the lights turned out, but was still swinging.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Puck comes through the middle. It goes off a skate, and Nelson will keep it in. Give it to Palmieri. His shot, and a glove save made by Skinner. He held on to that. It's Palmieri with the opportunity in the slot.
That was Brendan Dillon, by the way, was here last week with New Jersey. Turnover there. Good glove save from Skinner. Cleaning it up.
Perfect. Put it just... Palmieri's trying to go high glove side. They drop the puck once. That won't be right. Face off to the right of Skinner. Skinner with 17 saves, and that 7-3 win in Vancouver on Saturday. So Draisaitl against Brock Nelson. Puck goes to Palmieri. He'll shoot it. Goes off the side of the net. Wrapped around by Nelson and lands up over on the left wing side. And it's Nurse to get it out to Draisaitl. Now to Arvidsson. And over the line. Draisaitl pass through the middle. A little behind Pot Coles. And it's chopped to center ice. Kulak will go back into his own end. A goal and an assist in Vancouver on Saturday. He'll set up in behind the net. Kulak's got points in 2 straight. Now to Draisaitl. Floats it to the middle. Or Arvidsson. Across the line for Kulak. Gets to center ice. He'll dump the puck in. Cholowski will go in behind the net. He gets tied up. Puck comes loose. Draisaitl trying to work it to the front and had an opportunity and just went past his stick as Cizikas will bring it out through the middle. Dumps the puck in. Engvall after it in the right wing corner of the Oilers zone. We're scoreless in the first. We're a minute and a half gone. This comes free, and it's Bouchard up the right wing to Connor Brown. Brown on the right side. Off the boards and in. Mayfield to go back for it, but the puck comes free on the right wing. Along the right wing was Janmark. Squeezes it down to the left wing corner. Henrique shovels it back to the blue line. Ekholm will keep it in. Round to the right wing. Janmark pokes to the right point. Bouchard shot off a leg. Goes over to the left wing. Holmstrom will get it just out. Just past Matthias Ekholm. He'll shoot it back in.
Well, Holmstrom can really skate. Had a bunch of short-handed goals last year. Got to keep an eye on him.
Puck turned over at center ice. Corey Perry brings it in. He'll shoot it. Misses on the stick side of Sorokin. Puck along the left wing boards. It went out, came back in. It's offside against Edmonton. 2 minutes, 16 seconds gone here in the scoreless first period. It's an Islander team that's 3-1-1 in their last 5.
Despite some significant injuries.
I'll say. Up front and on the back end.
Yeah. No Matthew Barzal up front. And Adam Pelech.
Yeah.
Real good defensive defenseman. Now, that said, they've still got Noah Dobson, who can really transport the puck.
Face-off just outside the Islander blue line. The puck goes into the Islander zone, and it's up to center ice as Dobson shot into the Oiler end, and that was a really late icing call. Wow. I think there's a bit of confusion.
Well, the Oilers are going to get a chance here, Edmonton, to get their top line on the ice against this 4th line for New York.
Face off to the right of Sorokin. 29 saves and a 4-3 overtime loss versus New Jersey on Saturday. That was the last game that the Islanders played. And McDavid to take the draw. At his first 3-point game of the season Saturday against the Vancouver Canucks. Goes to the top of the circle. Martin couldn't get it out. Puck on the right wing. McDavid to the blue line. Bouchard with a shot. Sorokin steered it aside. Puck goes to the right wing corner. McDavid up against the right wing boards. To the side of the net to Hyman. Now to McDavid. Goes over to the left. Back to the blue line. To Bouchard. Across to Ekholm. His shot. And that one hit Hyman. Just went wide of the net. In behind the goal. Comes free in the left wing corner only for a moment. Into the skates of Nugent Hopkins. To the point just past Ekholm and out. And McLean will come down the left wing. Into the Oilers zone. Left wing corner. Around to Martin on the right. It's wedged off of it. Nugent Hopkins is able to clear it. It's in front of the Edmonton bench. Pushed back into the Edmonton zone. Stuart Skinner to play it. He finds Bouchard on the right side. Bouchard slows things right down. And he's inside his own end and inside the circle.
So very passive 1-2-2 from the Islanders.
Left side for Ekholm. He'll fire it in off the end glass. It goes to the right wing. Along the right wing boards was Jeff Skinner. To Ryan. Checked by Pajot. He'll go cross ice to Mayfield. Mayfield through the middle to Horvat. Now on the left looking for Pajot. Goes into the left wing corner of the Oilers zone. Pajot trying to cycle the puck. That's broken up. And up the right wing, it's Skinner to get it out through the middle to Kulak over the line. Finds Perry, cross ice to Emberson. His shot off the stick of Horvat. It goes wide to the left wing point. Kulak to Draisaitl on the right wing. Goes to the right wing corner. In behind the net. Cross ice pass just broken up as it went off the stick of Hutton. And the puck comes free inside the Islanders zone. Chalosky's forced back. We'll cross to Hutton on the right. Up the right wing boards and out. We're scoreless. 4.5 gone here in the first period. Puck shot into the Edmonton zone. Palmieri picks it up, goes in behind the Edmonton net. Lost it at the top of the circle. Podkolzin comes out for Edmonton through the middle. Now in over the line. The pass on the right for Arvidsson to the right wing corner. Behind the net to Podkolzin. Now to Draisaitl to Podkolzin. Goes over to the right corner. Off the right wing boards to the point. Stetcher with a shot. And Sorokin will kick that out. Nurse kept it in only for a minute. And Siplikov will get the puck up to center ice, make a move at the Edmonton line. Still has it. He'll shoot it. And a save made by Skinner. Held on to it up against his body. 5 minutes, 1 second gone here in a scoreless first period.
Maxim Siplikov played last year for Moscow Spartak, and he had a big year, 31 goals in 65 games. He's got 9 points in 15 NHL games. Important signing for them. Undrafted free agent out of Russia.
One of those free players. All you got to do is sign them.
You got a better chance to land Russian players in New York, though. It's got to be stated. Florida, New York.
Yes.
History has shown us that.
Stetcher inside the Oiler end up the left wing to Connor Brown. It only gets to the blue line. It was kept in by George. Comes across to Henrique on the right wing for Janmark. Back to Henrique. Connor Brown on the right side, off the boards and in. Isaiah George will go in behind the net, give it to Dobson. Dobson's on the end boards. He's being pressured by Brown. It goes to the blue line. It's kept in by Ekholm. He'll take a snapshot. That glances off the body, goes wide. Cizikas off the right wing side will get it out. The puck in the neutral zone. On the right wing, Connor Brown. Get the puck in. Dobson behind his net. Around to Cizikas. Through the middle. Gave it away to Connor Brown. Brown cross-ice pass to Henrique. One-time shot and a pad save made by Sorokin. Pajot up the left wing.
This guy's so good. The only way you're gonna have to rip it to beat him. He's a heck of a goalie. Doesn't give up a lot of cheap goals against.
Long pass to Horvat into the Oilers zone and stripped off his stick by Ekholm. Matthias Ekholm across to Evan Bouchard. Up through the middle to Nugent Hopkins. In over the line to Bouchard, right wing for Hyman. In behind the net, and it just gets picked off by Palmieri before it could get to McDavid. And now up to Horvat on the left wing for Lee. Into the Oiler end, goes to the left wing corner. Puck back to the point. The shot from the point. The save made by Skinner as Chalosky let it go. And on the right side, Palmieri in front of the net. Pass to Lee. He just missed it. It was a 2-on-0 down low, and Horvat's pass to Lee doesn't connect. And Hyman gets to center ice and dumps it in. The Oilers dodge a bullet. Puck in the left wing corner, Nugent Hopkins. Had to go over the stick of McDavid and behind the goal. Kulak in from the point to McDavid. All the way up to the right point. McDavid shimmies off the right wing side. Pass down the left. Hits a stick off the skate of Wahlstrom. And Mark comes out from behind the Oiler net. 3 assists on Saturday. Pass on the right, off a stick, straight up into the air and into the crowd.
He had a star-crossed game on Saturday because he gave away the puck on a goal and made it 3-2 and gave the Canucks some life. And then Chris Knobloch, and he hasn't done this a lot, but he took a timeout after the 2 quick goals, settled his team down.
Settled it down.
Oilers never really looked back after that. Edmonton, this fourth line has got Corey Perry and Jeff Skinner with them, with Derek Ryan. I mean, the guys in the wings have both got 3 goals this year.
Yep.
When you're 15 games into a season, that's not bad.
It's not bad at all. It's good production. Now Ryan kicked out of the face-off circle, so it will be Corey Perry.
3 right shots. Yep. 2 rights and 1 lefty out there.
Flipped into the Oiler end. Kulak into the corner, but it does come loose and off the left wing boards. Holmstrom back to the line. Mayfield shot, and that one tipped just wide of the net. Wasn't hard, but it changed direction. Cizikas on the end boards. And Engvall up to Holmstrom to the blue line where Mayfield will rim the puck. In from the left wing point was Pulock. Was able to keep it in just for a moment. Goes to Corey Perry. He'll get it out. Penalty coming up to the Islanders when they touch it. Puck shot into the New York zone. Pulock will touch it. And the Edmonton Oilers are about to go on the power play with 8:47 to go here in a scoreless first period. We'll have that power play for you when we come back. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
RS Breakers and Controls.
Scoreless between the Oilers and the Islanders. 8:47 to go in the first. Casey Cizikas goes off for tripping. Edmonton gets their first power play.
Oilers' power play is currently 24th in the league at 15.8%. The Islanders' penalty killings at 65.6. That's 30th. And that's crazy when you consider the best face-off team in the league. Usually you think that alone would help make the penalty killing better.
Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face off to the right of Sorokin. Draisaitl in the face-off circle with Pajot. They dropped it. It wasn't right. They'll do it again.
Pajot's so good. 61.5%. And they gave up a couple number 1s to get him. They got to keep an eye on Holmstrom. He can really fly. He got a shorty against the Oilers last year. The 3-1 victory.
Draisaitl wins the draw. Puck goes to Bouchard. Now on the left to Nugent Hopkins. Into the corner. McDavid walks out. He couldn't get the shot. And it rimmed back to the left wing point. Nugent Hopkins. To Draisaitl to the blue line to Bouchard. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Left wing to Bouchard. Walks through the middle to Nugent Hopkins to Draisaitl. Over to McDavid in front of the net. And that's broken up. Holmstrom gets it down the ice.
I would surprise Connor passed the puck on the backhand from that angle.
Bouchard up the right wing to Draisaitl. Scoreless in the first. 8 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the opening period. McDavid brings the puck in. It's off his stick. Goes to Sorokin. He'll cover it up. Minute 21 to go in the Edmonton power play.
So really they were 2 for 3 in the last game.
Yes.
I know they only got credit for 1 for 3, but they scored right as a penalty to Quinn Hughes in the laps. The second, or the power play goal that counted as a power play goal was right off a face-off win, and they took it right to the net. Scored within 10 seconds and scored on a rebound.
Off the draw, Pulock hard off the boards. It doesn't get out. It's kept in by Bouchard. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Cross ice to Draisaitl. Top of the circle, right side. To the corner to McDavid. Brings it up the right wing to Draisaitl. Side of the goal. Back to the right wing point for Bouchard. To Leon Draisaitl. Into the corner. McDavid waiting. The pass to Hyman. Shot doesn't get through. Rolled to Sorokin. Went off his pad. McDavid back to the line. And he wasn't able to keep it in. Was Bouchard. Hit the heel of his stick. Came out. Oilers come right back in. Draisaitl on the right wing. To McDavid. Back to the point for Bouchard.
7:31 p.m. Two notifications. Sportsnet. News. Now, NHL news. Bruins defenseman Hampus Lindholm exits with lower body injury versus Blues. Attachment.
Here's McDavid, right wing to Draisaitl to the blue line. Bouchard shot stopped by Sorokin and cleared out by Palmieri. 20 seconds to go on the man advantage. 7:04 to go in a scoreless first. The Oilers host the New York Islanders. Puck comes off the end of the stick of Nurse. It goes right to McLean. Long shot to save by Skinner. He'll hold on.
Darnell thought he was slashed there up the ice by Horvat. Those two had a fight a few years ago. Sorokin's on it early.
Yep. Dealt with 7 Oilers shots so far, and Ilya Sorokin looks sharp. 4-3-2 coming into this game is his 10th appearance of the season for Sorokin. The left wing, Jeff Skinner to center ice, will shoot it in. Penalty just about done. Now it is Edmonton 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Hutton in his own zone. Give it to Dobson, back to Hutton. On the right to Lee, won't get into the Oiler end. Nurse had stood him up at the blue line, and the puck comes in. Here's Skinner down the left side, and his shot misses high to the short side. Stetcher keeps it in, right wing point to Perry as he goes in behind the New York net. To the blue line to Stetcher. On the right, the one-timer by Henrique off his stick, and it comes to the blue line, and unable to keep it in as Horvat will bring it out for New York. Right wing for Lee. Into the Oilers zone, stops on the right. Anders Lee to Holmstrom, a backhand off the outside of the Edmonton goal. Stetcher up the right wing for Janmark, back to Stetcher. He'll clear it out. Turning it up was George for Holmstrom into the Oilers zone, goes to the left wing corner. Holmstrom to Cizikas. Around to Dobson on the right point. Puck comes to the middle. Cizikas has it. Goes off his stick. He gets it back on the left side now. We'll give it to Holmstrom. He'll whistle a shot wide of the Edmonton net.
That had some heat on it.
Sure did. Engvall in the right wing corner. 5:25 to go in a scoreless first. There's Emberson on him. Puck goes to Ryan. Now out through center ice to Brown. Into the Islanders zone. Connor Brown on the right wing to Ekholm. Jams it low, but Palmieri there for the Islanders. To the blue line and out. Cholowski to center ice, and that's offside at the Edmonton blue line. We can take a break with 5:03 to go in the first period. Oilers and Islanders still at zeros. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The holiday countdown has started at Freedom Ford. Unbeatable deal.
5:03 to go in the first period. This game's still waiting for its first goal. Oilers and Islanders scoreless. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and home payments, no interest for 1 year. Face off outside the Edmonton blue line. Draisaitl, Arvidsson, Podkolzin out there. Kulak and Nurse. Up against Nelson, Siplikov, and Palmieri with Pollock and Mayfield. All right, they drop the puck. Nelson wins it back between his two defensemen. Pollock goes back in behind his net. Wraps it up the right side. It doesn't get out. Draisaitl keeps it in. Across to Arvidsson on the right wing. Now back through the middle. Nelson broke it up to Palmieri. Weaves his way into the Oilers zone. Goes to the right side. Goes to the right wing corner. Tried to feed it in front of the net. It doesn't connect. Goes into the left wing, and it's Palmieri back to the left wing point for Mayfield. His shot off his stick goes over to the right wing. Nurse up the boards to Podkolzin. Get out. It goes to Siplikov. His shot off the arm of Skinner. And it goes to the left wing corner. Good save by Stuart Skinner. Off of Maxim Siplikov.
Just bailed out.
Oh.
The silly Podkolzin.
Draisaitl comes into the Islander end on the right wing. To the right corner. And his shot off the stick goes wide from a sharp angle. Back to the blue line. Ekholm over to Bouchard. He'll blast a shot off the shoulder of Sorokin.
Wow.
Oh.
That had some heat on it.
Sure did. Puck got cleared out. Bouchard comes back in with it. Rims it over to the left. Nugent Hopkins to the point to Ekholm. His shot off his stick goes high in the air, goes in behind the net. McDavid over to the right. McDavid to the blue line to Bouchard. Left to Ekholm. In front of the net. Save made by Sorokin through traffic. To Bouchard on the point now on the right wing. McDavid in. The shot. And it just went wide. It went off of Hyman and wide of the net.
He's trying to bank it in off of Hyman there.
Brought in by Pajot into the Oilers zone. He walks to the middle. The shot. The save made by Skinner as Jean-Gabriel Pajot was able to get to the middle of the ice. Skinner held on to it. 3:27 to go here in a scoreless first.
Well, some great opportunities both ways, and nobody could find the puck except the smartest guy and the best player on the ice, and that was Connor McDavid. And he tried the old bank shot off of Hyman at the side of the net.
It hit Hyman. It just went the other way. It went wide. But Hyman was right up against the post. Up the right wing. Perry gets it out. It's into the Islanders' own cross ice pass, and George got back to break it up.
Kid can skate.
Isaiah George just playing in his 4th NHL game. Product of the London Knights in the Ontario Hockey League.
They won 9 straight games, the London Knights.
They're always winning. Emberson from the right wing, got it to the middle. It's McLean to skate out for New York. Gets to center ice, will dump it in. Emberson turns it up the left. Goes to Kulak. Kulak will get to center ice. Poked off his stick. Holmstrom will
too many men on the ice for Edmonton.
Too many men on the ice. With 2:41 to go here in the first, the Islanders are about to get their first power play.
Edmonton big spider to me in the ice.
So the Islanders' power play this year, 28th in the league at 13%. The Oilers' penalty killing has been atrocious. It's dead last at 59%. But, and I wonder just how much of this has to do with 2 righties together, 2 lefties together. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know if I can buy into that one. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Puck to the blue line. Pulock couldn't keep it in. Nugent Hopkins got it out.
Good job in the circle there to win the draw.
Nelson to Pulock. Comes out through the middle for the Islanders. Goes across to Nelson. Out of Palmieri into the Oiler end. To Nelson on the right point. He'll get it across. Ryan Pulock to the middle. Across to Brock Nelson. He'll shoot. Glove save made by Skinner. He'll hold on to that. 2:13 to go here in the scoreless first.
So you can already see the difference between the 2 power plays. Their forwards aren't afraid to shoot the puck. And they got a couple guys that can score. And they're shooters. You know, Brock Nelson's had 37, 36, and 34 goals the last 3 years. Horvat's had 31, 38, 33. And you'll say, well, Bob, McDavid and Draisaitl, I know those numbers, but they still like to be primarily passers.
He's off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Puck goes right to Brett Kulak off the right wing boards and down the ice.
Great job by Draisaitl. Won the draw, quickly gets off the ice. And now Arvidsson comes out for Janmark.
Pulock's pass eludes the rest of the Islanders, goes to center, Nurse shoots it back down. Puck brought out by the center ice. It's Horvat. Right wing to Pajot. To the line, comes out. Dobson has it in the neutral zone. 55 seconds left to go in the too many men on the ice penalty. Puck dumped in. Goes to the left wing corner, got by Arvidsson. Horvat has it on the right, went off the heel of his stick, and Arvidsson there to get it all the way down. Oilers can change penalty killers. 38 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Islanders. We're scoreless with 1:15 to go in this first period. Horvat through the neutral zone on the left to Lee, brings the puck in along the left wing boards, gets checked on the play, and it's cleared out by Emberson.
Good work there by Ekholm and Emerson. Emerson's got to get some minutes here in the PK.
Thompson in behind his net. We're into the last minute of this scoreless first period. Just 12 seconds to go in the power play. As Nelson into the Oilers zone through the middle. Backhands it to the left wing corner. Emberson rips it off the boards. Hit Pollock, and it stays in. It's about top of the circle. Comes back to Emberson. It's cleared out. Now Perry back onto the ice, and he gets a pass at center. Comes into the Islander end of the left corner. He's by himself. Oilers are making changes. He's up against the left wing boards with 30 seconds to go in the period. Islanders now 0 for 1 with a man advantage. David behind the net. Trying to get that to Draisaitl. He'll walk it out. His pass across, and that's broken up. Comes back to him. Draisaitl to McDavid to Draisaitl to McDavid to Draisaitl. Can't get a shot away, and it's covered up for a moment. It comes loose. The shot saved by Sorokin. Rebound. Oh, just put wide off. Hit Sorokin, went wide. Now McDavid shot. Sorokin the save, and he holds on. Wild action late in the period.
And Edmonton's going to get a power play here. Mayfield's going to go to the box. He tackled Corey Perry right in front of the net. So the second period starts because there's only a second left in this period. The Oilers will get their second power play of the game.
Oh, so many chances for Edmonton late in this first period. Couldn't find the handle, though, to get a real good shot away. Interference to call for Mayfield. Skinner's going to go to the bench. I think he will with their second to go here. Face off to the right of Sorokin. Oh, crazy action in the last 30 seconds of the period. It wasn't until McDavid got a shot at the end that Sorokin tied up, but the Edmonton Oilers had a loose puck in front of that Islander net for a while. Draisaitl out of the face-off circle. McDavid against McLean.
7:45 p.m. 3 notifications. Sportsman. Rude. Now, watch live.
Goes to the
Flames
corner.
at Canucks.
First period comes
Top
to an
prospect
end.
Jonathan Lekkerimäki makes his NHL debut as the Canucks host the
Out shooting New
Flames.
York,
Watch live beginning at 7 p.m. PT/10.
Wait for the game's
7:45
first
p.m.
goal.
4
Ilya
notifications.
Sorokin, as you mentioned earlier in the period, Bob.
Red
Very
Circle.
sharp.
Watch live now. Sportsman.
He's good.
Maple Leafs
He's a really
versus
good goalie.
Senators live
Right.
post-game
And so you
reaction.
don't get a lot
Vertical
of
line
cheap
Leafs
goals
top.
against them.
Attachment.
And the Oilers got a little greasier towards the end of the period and got to where they needed to get to score. And 9 times out of 10, you'll bank a couple of those in. He's on it. You're going to need to be on it. And you're going to need to capitalize in the power play early in the second.
Well, scoreless. Play that Oilers 50-50. It's presented by Rogers with life-changing jackpots. Our next lucky winner will be drawn tonight in the jackpot, already over $254,000. Don't miss out on a chance to win big. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050 in support of Wounded Warriors Canada. Oilers start the period on the power play. Mayfield in the box. It's presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
So fourth line guys of Derek Ryan and Corey Perry each drawn a penalty in this game for Edmonton. Power play out of it.
Thompson able to shoot it all the way down, so it will be Bouchard. Swings it back to McDavid. Up the right wing to Draisaitl. Oilers get stood up in the neutral zone across to Nugent-Hopkins. Comes in on the left. Back to Bouchard across the line. Now on the left to Nugent-Hopkins. Over to Draisaitl in front of the net. And that one just goes off at Dobson over to the left wing to the point for Bouchard. To McDavid down the left side. Across. Draisaitl scores! Leon Draisaitl, the one-timer off the right wing, and the Oilers are up 1-0.
Well, an absolutely perfect shot from Leon Draisaitl. I mean, Sorokin's good. Sorokin's good. But not Lee Sorokin. Sorokin is good. And just a bomb by Leon.
11th of the year. Ooh,
yeah, that looked
shot.
a lot like some of the power play goals we've seen in the past.
That'll get Connor McDavid to .996 in his career.
Bouchard will pick up the secondary assist.
Just 36 seconds into this second period, Edmonton is up by a score of 1-0.
He would have needed to have been 6'6" and 350 pounds to have stopped that one.
Yeah, there's no way.
You put it there?
Yeah, it's a goal. Puck into the Oilers zone. It goes in behind the net. Siplikov will wrap it right through the crease to the left wing point. Pollock has it on the left wing. To the left wing corner, Siplikov trying to get it free. It's into some skates, and it does come free to Connor Brown of the Oilers. He'll get it out on the right wing to Henrique into the Islanders zone. Pass to the middle off a Siplikov stick and brought out by Brock Nelson. Comes into the Oilers zone. A little button hook to the right. Pass across. Penalty coming up to the Oilers once they touch it as the puck goes down into the Islander end, and Janmark will get to it. And Edmonton's about to be shorthanded. 1:23 into the second, and the Oilers are up by a score of 1-0. Henrique to the box. Holding the stick against Adam Henrique. Penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. So Draisaitl from McDavid and Bouchard, 36 seconds into this period on the power play. He's got the Oilers ahead 1-0. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Second power play of the game for the Islanders. Oilers win the draw, and it's Ekholm to drill it down the ice. Dobson sets up in behind his net. And now bringing the puck out through center, right through the middle. Dishes on the left to Lee. Comes into the Edmonton zone to the left wing corner. Off the boards, around to Pajot. Has it on the right side. Pajot, top of the circle to the middle to Horvat. His shot blocked by Nugent Hopkins, and it goes all the way down the ice. Now Horvat through the neutral zone, left wing. Got the puck in. Goes to Wahlstrom, now in behind the net to Lee. Tied up by Kulak, rimmed out of the zone by Nurse. You got to pass Horvat down the ice. Minute 5 to go in the penalty to Henrique. 1-0 Edmonton early here in the second period. Dobson sets up behind his goal, now brings it out for the Islanders. Up the right wing to Siplikov. He fanned on his pass. It goes by him. It's icing against New York.
Patrick Waugh, of course, coaching the New York Islanders. Where would you rank him as the former Western League goaltender all time? Top 5? He's got to be top 5, doesn't he?
Former NHL goalie?
Yeah. Patty Waugh, you got to rank. He's got to be top 5, right?
Oh. Think of those 2 Montreal Canadian teams he took to...
In 86 and 93?
Yes. Unreal.
I'd say Hasek, Brodeur, and Waugh for sure in anybody's top 5. Is that fair?
Yes. And he's had a great coaching career, too, with what he's done in the Quebec Major Junior League.
Destroyed Seattle at the Memorial Cup 2 years ago. That wasn't even close. Completely outcoached Matt O'Dette.
There's Brown to bring it down the right wing for Edmonton. Comes into the Islander end, goes to the right corner, and he lost it. And out through center ice, Holmstrom into the Oilers zone, just over the line. It's poked away from him. Janmark, look through the middle. Oh, he just missed Arvidsson. And that goes down into the Islanders' end. Cholowski will come out with it. Just 5 seconds to go in this power play. Now up to Palmieri. 1-0 Edmonton here in the second. Left side to Nelson. It's too far for him. Kulak got it to the corner. Nurse has Nelson right there. Over to the left wing side to Kulak. Penalty is done. 0 for 2 on the power play of the Islanders as Henrique in on the left side to Arvidsson. Pass across. It goes off of Kulak. Puck just got tipped at the last second. And it's cleared out to center ice. Matthias Ekholm bounces the puck in. Mayfield over to Pollock. Up the right wing to center ice for Wahlstrom. Now to Engvall. In over the line. Cuts to the middle. Shoots. That misses from the backside. Cizikas put it off the outside of the Edmonton goal. Draisaitl up the left wing. Oilers come out 3-on-2 to Bouchard. Now on the right to Hyman. Driving towards the net. The shot and a pad save made by Sorokin.
I don't think Zach realized that was a 3-on-2.
Cizikas in the left wing corner. Can't get it out. Glove down by Bouchard to Draisaitl right wing. McDavid. He couldn't get a shot. He'll now recover the puck on the right wing. Give the puck to Bouchard, left corner. Down to Ekholm. Behind the net, right corner to Draisaitl. Draisaitl swung it towards the net. There's nobody there for Edmonton. Hits the corner boards. It comes out. It goes to Dobson. He'll take a long shot. Stick saved by Skinner. He steers it over the glass. Out of play.
5 notifications.
4:40 gone
Google.
here in the second. 1-0 Edmonton leads.
Senators 3-0 Maple Leafs.
So we gotta add like Terry Sawchuk to that list. I think you do.
Screen lock.
But Waugh, Broder, Hasek.
He's right in that mix.
Maybe Sawchuk and Glenn Hall.
Glenn Hall. Was it 502 in a row? That's unbelievable. Played 502 games when they weren't wearing masks.
He threw up before every game. I know some guys about 2 hours after the game's over.
There's a shot off the draw. Pad save made by Skinner.
They're thrown up after those games.
That's different. That's different, though. Henrique to center ice. He'll dump it in. Chalosky can't get it out. Yeah, Mark keeps it into the Islander zone for Edmonton behind the net. Now to Connor Brown. To the middle. To Henrique. The shot. Sorokin made the save with the left pad. And Pajot can bring it out for New York.
They missed the penalty there.
On the right wing, a shot. And the glove save made by Skinner. He holds on. 5:10 gone in the second. 1-0 Edmonton.
Connor Brown accidentally drilled his man back behind the Islander goal. Knocked his stick right out of his hand. I believe that was Grant Hutton. It was a scary collision, and the Oilers had a good opportunity down low for Adam Henrique.
Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner.
We should mention Grant Fuhr.
Well,
he was a pretty good goalie.
Very good goalie.
Different time when he played.
Yep.
It's kind of like Ken Dryden. How much credit do you give him given the teams that they were on?
4 in a row, Canadians, in the late 70s. On the right side, Palmieri will shoot it off a Draisaitl. It goes out of play.
Well, certainly 71 was, his rookie year, right?
Yeah.
Or actually, not technically.
Well, it wasn't even his rookie. It was before his rookie year.
Right, but he won. They led the Canadians to the Cup. They upset the highest scoring team in hockey in Boston that year. And he won 6 in 8 years, Cam.
That's crazy. It's off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Puck goes behind the net. Kulak up the right wing. It doesn't get out. Nelson to the middle. That's broken up. Jeff Skinner to center ice for Edmonton. Over the center ice line. He'll shoot it in. It rims on the right. Pollock went in behind the net. On the right side to Palmieri. Now through the middle to Nelson. Into the Oilers zone. Left side, Siplikov. His shot saved by Skinner. It's under him, and he jumps on it. He thought it was sneaking in behind him, but he did get on top of it and gets the whistle.
Well, there's one where Kulak got caught playing over the right side, and he kind of backed in a bit. And then, actually, Kulak was on the left side. Emerson kind of stood up, and Siplikov shot through the screen.
Smart 14 p.m. Yeah. 6 notifications. Google. Roof. Now. 4 degrees tomorrow. 6 degrees cooler than today. See full forecast for Edmonton. Attachment. One more.
Yeah. Yeah, you get that little bit of traffic, and if you can get that shot through. He's off to the right of Skinner.
Screen lock.
1-0 Edmonton. 5:50 gone here in the second period. Goes to the right wing corner. Bouchard hit the linesman. That's going to stay in, but only for a moment. Now brought out by McDavid. Into the Islanders zone. Down the left wing corner. From the angle off the outside of the net. Cizikas. Over to the right for Holmstrom. Ekholm is pinched down. Puck goes to McDavid. Fanned on his pass. It rolls right to Hutton. Hutton will get to center ice and shoot it in. Stuart Skinner out to play it. Puck goes to the left wing corner. Jammed it behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard over to Matthias Ekholm. The left wing now to Nugent Hopkins. On the right side to Hyman. Comes in on that right wing. He tried to get a shot through. It was blocked by Hutton. And Dobson out through the middle at center ice.
Great back check, Nugent Hopkins.
Broke the whole thing up. The puck cleared into the Islanders zone. George goes in behind the net. He gets shoved down to the ice by Nugent Hopkins. Puck up against, or by Hyman. Puck up against the boards. And it's Wahlstrom come out with it into the Oilers zone. Left wing to Martin from the angle. Put it on goal, and stick save made by Skinner. Nugent Hopkins up the middle. Find Jeff Skinner. Into the Islanders zone to the left wing corner. Around to the right for Arvidsson. Top of the circle. It got dumped down. The puck comes out. Todd Colson on the right wing. Into the Islanders zone. Stops on the right wing boards for Draisaitl. Takes it to the corner. Behind the net. Dished it in front and went off the stick of Mayfield. Now Pajot hit by Todd Colson. Puck goes to Pulock. Get it up the left wing. Martin got shoved down by Emberson, who stepped up on the place and no icing, and it's Ty Emberson up the left. Now into the Islander end. Gives the puck to Arvidsson. Cross ice pass broken up by Lee. Gloved it down, and now on the left wing will get the puck off of Todd Colson and just out. Draisaitl gets control. Back to his own zone, now to Kulak. 8 minutes gone here in the second. 1-0 Edmonton leads on a goal by Leon Draisaitl. A power play marker. Puck shot in. It goes to the right wing corner of the Islanders end. Connor Brown left side to Janmark. Back to the point. Ekholm across to Bouchard. Now to Henrique. Puck gets kicked to the middle, but it's Janmark. He'll take it to the right corner. In behind the net, now to Brown on the left. Hutton's lost the stick. He'll go get it. Puck back to the blue line. It's Bouchard, right wing. Ekholm shot, save. The rebound put in front of the net by Henrique, but nobody there for Edmonton. Lee can't clear it out. Henrique knocks it down. He'll go cross ice to the left wing point. Bouchard, a shot off his stick, goes to the right wing corner. Henrique's got it on the right wing to Bouchard. Over to the left for Janmark. To the blue line. Ekholm shot. Pinballs right to Sorokin. He'll cover that up. We're going to take a break. 8 minutes, 50 seconds gone here in the second period. Oilers up 1-0 on the Islanders from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. By Leon Draisaitl. We've played 8 minutes, 50 seconds of the second period. Oilers host the Islanders here tonight. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Face off the Islanders zone to the right of Ilya Sorokin. As McDavid, Hyman, and Nugent Hopkins are out there with Bouchard and Ekholm. Nelson taking the draw for New York. Puck goes to the left wing corner. McDavid, right wing for Nugent Hopkins. Gets to the top of the circle. Palmieri will clear it, but it won't be hard enough for icing. As Bouchard into the corner. Simplikov steals it. He'll center that, but off the stick of Stuart Skinner. Nugent Hopkins will get it out off the left wing. Ryan Pulock in behind his net with McDavid on him. Up the left side off the referee.
It's been a lot tonight.
Nugent Hopkins along the blue line to Bouchard. To Nugent Hopkins as he slides down the right wing. Stops top of the circle. To Ekholm on the left. Ekholm will shoot it. That's off a leg, then batted out of the air and out by Palmieri. Bouchard inside his own blue line. Retreats. Now in front of his own net. Up the right wing for Derek Ryan. Off the boards and in. He's in behind the Islander net. Mayfield to Pulock. Pulock being pressured. Puck comes loose. On the left wing, it's Jeff Skinner. He'll shoot it. And a stick save made by Sorokin. Puck goes in behind the net. Pulock over to the left side. Just over the halfway mark of the second. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Skinner keeps it in on the right wing. He'll shoot off the stick of Pulock, and that goes over the glass and out of play. We're going to take a break. 1-0 Oilers lead the Islanders. 9:50 to go here in the second period. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with...
That one didn't get through. Puck comes back. Emberson shot again off a leg, and it goes wide. He hit Brown with the first offering, and the puck to the end boards. On the left wing, Henrique. He's about top of the circle. Off the left wing boards to Brown to the blue line, and the Oilers are just changing the D.
I gotta say, Emerson put up 27 goals, 34 points in the AHL. I thought we might see a little bit more offense out of him. I know it's early in his NHL career, but...
Kulak into the Islanders end. Give it to Draisaitl, right wing. Pass through the slot. Gets by everybody over to the left side. Kulak into the left wing corner. Jeff Skinner, but only for a moment. Holmstrom will get it out. Up the left wing for Engvall. The Oiler blue line dumps it into the left wing corner. Kulak right back out with it to Skinner. Now to Draisaitl. At center ice, couldn't get it in deep. Holmstrom for Engvall. And Engvall into the Oiler end on the right wing. Back towards the right wing boards. Pass to the point, off the stick of Draisaitl. It comes out.
Draisaitl replacing Derek Ryan for a shift here.
Lo-fi.
George up the right wing for the Islanders. Back to the Oiler blue line.
Lo-fi.
Right to Stetcher. He'll get to center ice. He'll dump it in. 5:18 to go in the second. 1-0 Oilers lead. George takes a hit. Left side to Lee. He'll get it out. At center, Dobson will shoot it into the Oiler end. Bouchard in behind the goal for Ekholm. Shovels it around. It gets to the point. Kept in by Hutton. Bouchard. Get the puck to center ice. Cholowski over on the right side for Lee. Now to Hutton. It's Cholowski at his own blue line. Saucers it up the right side to Pajot. Skips off his stick. And it's Brian to Podkolzin. Now on the left wing. Arvidsson to the blue line to Ekholm. He'll shoot it. And the glove save made by Sorokin. He's going to hold on to it. 4:37 to go here in the second period. 1-0 Oilers lead the Islanders. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this?
Islanders, 4:37 to go here in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments and no interest for 1 year. Shots now 22-12 for Edmonton. Oilers done a pretty good job defensively on this game.
They have, and Sorokin has played very well for...
It always concerns when it's just 1-0 and you've played as well as you have defensively.
And the caliber of goal that needed to be scored to beat him.
Yeah.
It's an unreal shot by Draisaitl.
A patented one-timer from a sharp angle. Face off the Islanders zone. Mayfield to get it up the right wing and out.
This has the feel tonight,
Icing.
Cam, like...
Yeah.
If you're gonna want an insurance marker in this game, you're literally gonna have to sweep it home on this guy,
or just get a bounce, a lucky bounce off a leg and in. Or
he's
something.
played well.
Yeah, he's been good,
and he is good.
He's very good. Face off to the right of Sorokin. This is his 202nd appearance in the NHL. Puck goes to Ekholm. He'll go in front of the net. The backhanded save made by Sorokin. And Palmieri will come up the left side for the Islanders. Center ice to Siplikov. Goes to the corner. Puck comes loose. It's Matthias Ekholm. Cross to Bouchard. Up the right wing. A pass just through the skates of Zach Hyman. And Nelson will get it into Siplikov. He'll go across. One-timer scores. Palmieri on the pass on the left side on an odd man rush. And this game's tied at 1.
Well, Palmieri's a goal scorer. You know, they got these older veteran guys on their team. He's 33. He had 30 last year. That's his 7th goal this season. And that's a great finish. But they opened the ice up, and Skinner couldn't get across with the blocker to make the save. Nice setup from Siplikov. Real nice look. Froze Skinner for a second, then dished across.
15:58 time of the goal. Palmieri gets his 7th of the year, and this game's all tied up.
Got to manage the puck well against these guys.
Islanders take advantage of that puck getting turned over in the neutral zone. It was an odd man rush only for a moment, and that's all the Islanders needed. As Palmieri drills it home, and we're tied up at 1. Dobson up the right wing. It goes off of Wallstrip. Dobson follows the play, brings it in himself. Now on the left, the shot towards the Edmonton net goes wide, and puck brought out by Draisaitl. On the left wing, just got it into the Islanders zone. George will take it in behind the net. George snapped that up the left wing, just past Kyle McLean. Goes deep into the Oilers zone. Left wing, Nurse up the center ice for Draisaitl. Back to the left wing point. Or Nurse down the left wing for Draisaitl to Podkolzin. It's bouncing around. It's Holmstrom that digs it out, and he'll bring it out. Down the right wing, in the Oiler end. On the right side, Engvall. Centering pass. Good job by Stetcher to make sure the pass didn't get through. Comes back to the right point. Hutton will shoot it. That one just tipped wide. Cholowski in from the left side. Behind the goal, but checked by Nurse. Puts it off the glass. That hits the mesh. We get the whistle. 2:57 to go here in the second. We're tied at 1. It was Palmieri from Siplikoff and Nelson at 15:58 to tie this game up.
Oilers have had lots of looks, including Ekholm back-to-back shifts off of ozone face-off wins. They're collapsing around the net, but their goalie's so good you can't wrap them around on them.
He gets across fast. Face-off to the left of Skinner.
Some good Russian goaltenders in this league. Vasilevsky, Shesterkin.
Pulock shot and a glove save by Skinner as Ryan Pulock just wired that thing on net. Skinner holds on to it.
Pulock's always been able to shoot well.
Yep. A big shot from the point. Like the Brandon Wheat Kings in the WHL. Emberson off the draw. Rims on the right. Edmonton able to just get it out. Pajot has it at center ice. Cross to Mayfield. Rim the puck in. Pajot pushes it back around to Horvat behind the goal to Lee. Lee on the right wing to Horvat. To the point, but it's behind Mayfield, so it'll go all the way down the ice. Sorokin will set it in behind the net. And up the right wing, Pulock got it out. Long pass on the left to Lee. Stood up at the Oiler blue line. Loose puck goes to Henrique. Out of Kulak. Forced back by Horvat. The room on the right side. Off the boards. Off of Janmark. Into the Islanders zone. Noah Dobson. Bank it to center. Puck brought in by Palmieri. Go to the right wing corner. Now behind the Edmonton goal. The left side. Couldn't get a pass through with Stetcher in front of him. It goes to the left wing point. And
glove pass.
Whistle goes, and we get the glove pass with 1:51 to go in this second period. Tied at 1. Oilers and the Islanders. Both goals coming here in the second period. Draisaitl for Edmonton, Palmieri for New York. Derek Ryan wins the draw from Nelson. He gets it up the left wing for Nurse. He'll dump the puck in. Sorokin out to play it. Left corner to George. Around to Siplikoff. Off the left side all the way down. Should be icing against New York, and it is. This Isaiah George. Just his 4th game in the NHL. He's averaging over 21 minutes a game.
Well, they've needed him.
Yep. Well, with all the injuries.
They're down 3 defensemen, including Adam Pelech, who's a great defensive defenseman. Romanov, who's a big hitter.
And Riley. It's off to the right of Sorokin. Puck to the left wing point. Goes to the left corner off the stick of McDavid. Siplikoff. Give it to George. Now back to Siplikoff and almost intercepted by Draisaitl. Siplikoff will then give it away to McDavid. Went off the heel of his stick. And George will clear it out. Nelson to the left wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Got it to the middle. Holmstrom couldn't get a pass through. Mayfield has it right wing point. Down the right side to Siplikoff. To the blue line, Mayfield shoots. Save made by Skinner. He held on with a 1:02 to go in the second. We're tied at 1.
Well, they did a good job there because the Oilers got their top guys on the ice. And the Islanders were able to fend it off and then create an opportunity. Long-range bomber. They've gained momentum since scoring the game-tying goal.
They have. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Oilers are at home Thursday against Nashville. Tomorrow, it's the Edmonton Oil Kings and the Medicine Hat Tigers here at Rogers Place. Puck goes to Matthias Ekholm off the boards, doesn't get out. Pulock towards the net. Pulock shot off a stick, and that goes out of play. Ryan Pulock was going to get a really good chance because he can fire it, but couldn't get the shot through. 5 seconds left here in the second period. Will be to the face-off to the right of Skinner.
Important draw for Derek Ryan to win against Zegas.
Ryan does win it. Puck gets to the right corner. Nurse. And behind the goal. Kulak. To Nugent Hopkins across the Nurse. Comes into the Islanders' end. Shoots it wide. Comes off the end boards. Nugent Hopkins, a shot saved by Sorokin. Puck to the blue line. Kulak on the right wing. To Perry. Tried to go off the right side. Hits a stick. Comes all the way over to Holmstrom. Off the right wing boards and in. Engvall into the corner, but tied up by Kulak. 25 seconds to go here in the second period. We're tied at 1. Oilers and the Islanders. It's up against that left wing, top of the circle to Derek Ryan. Off the boards, just out. Dobson, checked by Perry. He'll come in. Now to Ryan on the left side. His pass, that was blocked by George. Puck at the top of the circle. Engvall with just 5 seconds to go in the period. It's over center. He'll shoot it in. Off the left side, the shot by George wide of the Edmonton net. The period comes to a close. This game tied up at 1 through 40 minutes. Islanders were leaning on their netminder a bit so far in the first 40, and he's been good. And then New York gets one later in the period, Bob. It looks like that has evened things up as far as the momentum goes. The Islanders have been sprung by that goal.
By End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
To McDavid down the left side, across. Draisaitl scores! Leon Draisaitl, the one-timer off the right wing, and the Oilers are up 1-0.
Well, we've seen that one before, and that's our highlight zone brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, in St. Albert, and right next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone, and welcome to the second intermission. Bryn Griffiths along with Rob Brown. We're back here at Rogers Place, and after 40 minutes of play, the Oilers are out shooting the Islanders 23-16, but we are all tied up at 1. And Rob, I thought after the first period, the Islanders were lucky to survive the opening period, but man, they seemed to take control of that second, especially after they scored that tying goal.
Well, the Islanders don't have a whole lot of offensive players in their lineup. They're a team that if they get too far behind, they're in big trouble. The Oilers through the first 30 minutes were the better team, but they weren't able to extend the lead. And the Islanders just kept hanging around, waiting for that big mistake. And the one thing that we talked about at the end of the first is the big mistakes are what's creating the offense for both sides. I didn't believe the Islanders, with the lineup they have, could create a whole lot themselves. On the goal they scored, the Oilers have full control of the puck. Bouchard tries making a one-touch pass to Zach Hyman. He misses him. He hits him in the feet. And then all of a sudden, missed communication and misunderstanding where you're supposed to be. Bouchard way too wide. Ekholm goes to his man on the blue line. Bouchard is so far out there that number 7, Siplikov, comes in, takes the pass from his line mate. He's got all the time in the world. Bouchard's going as fast as trying to get across, but because he was left so wide open, Skinner had to respect the shot. Respecting the shot allowed Palmieri wide open on the outside for a one-timer. Nugent Hopkins a little slow getting back there, and it's in the back of the net. But the Oilers full control of the puck, and less than 4 seconds later, it's in the back of the net. So a big mistake created the one grade A scoring chance that the Islanders got in that period, and a team that just hung around because of great goaltending is now tied going into the third period.
Hey, just getting back to that power play goal by the Oilers to make it 1-0. That's about as sweet as we've probably seen in quite some time, but it sure looked familiar.
Well, it did. It's something that teams try to take away, and you don't see it in the Western Conference available too often anymore. As the teams in the West got tired of seeing McDavid to Draisaitl one-timer back of the net. But this is an Eastern Conference team, so they don't see the Oilers as often. And you can watch on video, but until you're on the ice with Connor and Leon, you don't realize how quick they can move the puck around. And on that goal right there, it was just a poor decision for the high forward for the Islanders. He left Connor McDavid wide open. He went up high, taking away the shot, which, okay, that's fine, but if the pass comes to McDavid, McDavid has all the time from about 10 feet inside the blue line to skate towards the net. And just like I said, how Skinner had to respect the shot in the goal that went backdoor on him, Sorokin had to respect the shot of Connor McDavid, because McDavid just walked straight down the slot, and as soon as he got to a point where he felt Sorokin was set, throws it back door to his buddy Leon Draisaitl. Sorokin has no chance at all on that, and Leon got everything on that one-timer. And at that point, you think, all right, they scored the early goal in the period. They've been controlling play. If they can extend this lead, it's going to be very highly unlikely that the Islanders can come back in the hockey game. But they never extended the lead. They had chances. Sorokin was very good, and then they make the big mistake in their own zone, and all of a sudden we're 1-1. And the New York Islanders are right back in this hockey game.
That, by the way, was .996 for 9-7. So he moves a little bit closer to the 1,000 point plateau. But you know what? We got 20 minutes to go here. By the way, why is that? I was watching it on numerous occasions. You tell me this. Every time a guy like Gretzky gets the puck or Connor McDavid gets the puck, what is the draw? Like, why? You would think that other guys would look around to see who's open here, but those guys just naturally seem to draw people to them. It's amazing. It really is.
First of all, you don't have a lot of time. When Connor McDavid gets the puck,
fast.
His feet never stop moving. So if you take a glance over your shoulder to see who's open, he's skating by you.
Right.
On that one right there, it was a 5-on-4. The two defensemen in front of the net, they're trying to take away the two low players, Nugent Hopkins and Hyman, and it was the two forwards were too high, and it allowed the cross-ice pass. So you cannot give Connor McDavid that kind of time and space. He can create on his own. You do not need to help him. And on that one right there, the Islanders helped him, and it was more or less, it was Connor McDavid knew exactly where he was going from the moment he got the puck. He was just waiting for the right moment to make the pass, and Leon Draisaitl was cocked and ready the entire time. That one was one of those ones that when Connor got the puck 10 feet inside the blue line, the Oilers were going to score.
Right.
Leon was going to score. The Islanders just gave too much room to Connor.
Okay, so how do the Oilers get some momentum back now? Because clearly, I think all of us around here figured that the Islanders probably took the last 8 minutes of that period. How do they get the momentum back? Obviously, the break timing is helpful.
Well,
Donkey Kong.
Sometimes it'll switch in the same shift. The Oilers did a lot of good things in that period. Get pucks in deep. Pucks on net. The inexperience again of Isaiah George and Grant Hutton on the back end. Even Cholowski, who only played last game he played 6:45. So this is a team that relies heavily on three defensemen. If you get out there with the fourth, fifth, or sixth defenseman of the Islanders, force them over and over again. There was a lot of turnovers made by those three young defensemen. They're not used to the speed. So take advantage of that. So for me, unless you're Connor or Leon, you get the puck across the blue line, dump it into one of those guys' corners, get in on the forecheck, because the Oilers created a lot of things on turnovers by the Islanders defensemen below the goal line.
That Oiler power play, is that as sharp as we've seen a power play look so far this season?
It was good.
It's hard to say because they, bang, bang, the way it normally goes from 97 to 29.
We saw in Vancouver a very confident group. They scored one goal. They carried the play for 2 full minutes in the offensive zone and scored a goal right after the power play. So the power play has been coming on. Again, that just looked confident. And they took advantage of a big mistake. That's a lot of the power plays the Oilers had so far this year. The opposition hasn't made big mistakes on it. That was a big mistake made by the Islanders high forward that allowed Connor McDavid all the time in the world. There's absolutely zero chance that Ilya Sorokin could have had in net there. So, yeah, they look much more confident. They have for the last couple of games, and it's just a matter of time. So that's back-to-back games. I can't remember the game before it, but I know for sure that's back-to-back games. They've got power play goals. The Islanders do not want to take another penalty in this hockey game. We've seen this script before. Tie game, third period, Oilers get a power play, they score, and the game is over. So the New York Islanders don't want to take a penalty. The Oilers, on the other hand, force the issue. Win battles, win races. Force the Islanders to take that penalty. and then you get your power play, which looks much more confident, has much more swagger, give them a chance to win a hockey game.
Okay, Rob, thanks. We'll talk to you after the game, okay?
Sounds good.
There we go. Yeah, another third period on the way. It is 1-1, Islanders and Oilers after 40 minutes of play. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. Back with more from Rogers Place. This is the Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. The Islanders and the Oilers, we're looking forward to it. And at the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is the Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Play. Both goals coming in the second period. Leon Draisaitl on the power play. Kyle Palmieri, even strength. Oilers scored early in the period. Islanders relatively late. Ilya Sorokin, he's been the story so far. Really good in net for the Islanders, which is a surprise to absolutely no one. We drop the puck. We're underway here in the third. Ekholm will skip the puck into the Islanders' end. Mayfield, side of the net, is able to leave it. Pollock off the right wing boards it out just beyond Lee, and it'll be an icing call against New York.
Runners Lee, who was a high school quarterback, he didn't like that. 6th round pick.
9 p.m.
Pretty good.
7 notifications. FanLab. Now, score 6 months of airtime radio. Tatum, get your music heard by 500,000 weekly listeners on hip-hop station Dillon Radio. Capture your shot fire.
That's pretty consistent.
Topped out at 41 year.
Face off to the right of Sorokin.
Screen lock.
McDavid against Pajot.
Let's drop the puck here.
Okay. Pajot wins the draw. Pollock off the right wing glass. Knocked down by McDavid to the blue line. Ekholm doesn't get a shot through. Pollock had blocked it. Across to Lee. Lee will get it up in the air just over the stick of Ekholm. It's icing against the Islanders again.
You mentioned tomorrow here at Rogers Place, Gavin McKenna, WHL scoring leader. Not draft eligible this year, 2026 pick. And a lot of people think he's Connor Bedard's cousin, but many people suggest he's a top 5 player of the Western League last 25 years.
Puck back to the blue line. It just comes out. McKenna is incredibly skilled.
We saw him here of Lincoln Gretzky with Team Canada.
Puck gets turned over. It goes to McDavid. A backhand off a stick goes wide. McDavid has it again on the right wing. To the blue line. Bouchard fakes it. Comes down that right side. In front of the net. Steered off the post. And then the rebound off the post by Hyman. Puck back to the point. On the left side. Bouchard scores! Evan Bouchard was down the left side and fires it by Sorokin. The Oilers are up 2-1.
Didn't think about it, just let it rip. Evans got his 4th goal of the year. This guy's a special player in his own right. Great chance for Edmonton. 2 cracks at it off the post. The Oilers keep it alive. And that's one that Ilya Sorokin may have picked up off a stick, but he'll tell you he probably should have had it.
Good shot, though. Bouchard let her fly. 4th of the year, just 57 seconds into this third period. The Oilers have a 2-1 lead. The Islander blue line. Dobson. It's an off skate on the left wing. Goes into the Oilers zone. Nelson at the top of the circle for Siplikov. Put it in behind the Edmonton net. Stetcher off the glass and out. Dobson is going to lose it to Arvidsson. Arvidsson into the Islander end. Goes to the left wing corner. Ekholm and McDavid with the assist. So McDavid now 997 for points. Back on the end boards in that Islander zone. Now to Draisaitl to the blue line. Stetcher's shot. He drifted it over the net. Nurse keeps it in on the left wing point. Around to the right, top of the circle to Draisaitl. They'll go into the corner, to the blue line to Stetcher. Now over to Nurse. To Podkolzin, off the boards into the right corner. That's hacked around on the right side, but Stetcher in from the blue line, kept it in for Edmonton. Puck goes to Siplikov. And now Siplikov, slow it down to Dobson in his own zone. Left side to George. Cross ice pass to Dobson. Off the left side, able to just get it out to center ice. Engvall will shoot it in. Stuart Skinner to play it. Brings it up the right wing. Cleared out by Connor Brown. Hutton up the right side for Holmstrom. Directs it into the Oilers zone. Emberson reverses to Kulak. Up the left wing for Brown. 2-1 Oilers lead here in the third. Down through center ice. Emberson steps up. Comes into the Islanders zone. From the angle off the shot off the stick of Hutton. Hits the glass. Puck near the top of the circle. It's Connor Brown for the Oilers. Brown to the blue line to Kulak. Just kept it in. Gave it to Henrique. Now into the slot. Bouchard to Henrique. His shot blockered away by Sorokin. Puck to the left wing point. Ekholm cranks it on the right side. In from the right wing point was Bouchard. He's got it. Brings it back to the line. Right wing to Brown. The right wing corner. Henrique to Brown. Brown on the left, in front of the net. Pass comes across to Janmark. Couldn't get a shot. It was bouncing on him. Now has it on the right wing. Janmark to Ekholm. Goes to the right wing corner. 2-1 Edmonton here in the third. 3:25 gone. Janmark right up near the point, and Cholowski was able to get it out.
Good work, though.
Up the right wing. Cizikas into the Oilers zone. Goes to the right wing corner. He's got Bouchard pinning him up against the boards. Puck comes free to Ekholm to Bouchard. Now to McDavid. Up the right side. A little far for Hyman. It'll go down the ice. It'll be icing against the Oilers. 3 minutes, 51 seconds gone here in the third. 2-1 the Oilers lead.
Edmonton's had a lot of zone time in this game, Cam.
A lot.
Quick update, Pizza 73 out of town scoreboard. The Flames up 1-0 over one after one in Vancouver. The Canucks have now given up the first goal in 8 consecutive games.
The draw on the Oiler end, hops over the stick of George, comes out. George at his own blue line. Dobson up the left wing, now to Pajot into the Oilers zone. Round to Lee on the right. He's in the right corner. At the right side at the hash marks with Nurse on him. Lee to the blue line to Dobson. Will shoot it, and that's blockered to the corner by Stuart Skinner. Lee has it in behind the net for the Islanders. Can't get a pass in front. Nugent Hopkins off the boards, up in the air. Dobson has to deal with the puck. It's bouncing into his skates.
What a play.
Oh. And it goes to Pajot down the left side. Horvat over the line. His shot off the post. And it goes up the left wing and all the way out to center ice. Horvat couldn't hit the post any harder. Bullock has it at his own blue line out of Mayfield.
He's always been able to shoot the puck, and he's always played well against the Oilers.
Rimmed on the left wing. Around us, comes out to the neutral zone. Corey Perry to the middle to Jeff Skinner. Weaves into the left wing corner with Mayfield on him. Ryan was able to dig out the loose puck, and it gets to the top of the circle. McLean will clear it out for the Islanders. Pass through center by Emberson. Goes to Ryan. Comes into the Islanders' end. Right side to Perry. Perry to the right wing corner. And a stick lifted by Palmieri. Get the puck on the left wing to McLean. He'll go up into the air and out. A bouncing puck. At center ice. Kulak smacked up to center to Perry. He'll give it to Emberson. Oilers will change the forwards. Podkolzin over to Bouchard in his own zone. 2-1. Oilers lead. We're here in the third. 5:35 gone. Down the right wing, Arvidsson into the Islanders end, a right wing corner. Now behind the net, wraps it in front, but off the pad of Sorokin. Puck over to the left wing. It's Siplikov for New York. Forced back to the corner. Left side to Dobson off the boards. Glove down. Bouchard keeping it in. Nelson and behind his net. Around to George as he'll get to center ice on the backhand. He's able to play the puck in. Stuart Skinner one-hands it to the right side for Bouchard. Now to Ekholm up the left wing. Puck brought in and passed by Arvidsson. Does not connect with Podkolzin, so Siplikov the other way. Goes into the Oilers zone in behind the net. Now to the left wing corner. Siplikov Up to the top of the circle. Pass to the middle. Broken up by Draisaitl as Pulock was trying to jump into the play. Draisaitl to center ice. He'll shoot it in. Mayfield on the end boards for Pulock. It'll go back to the blue line. Stetcher for the Oilers. Right wing to the right wing corner to Adam Henrique. Right side of Janmark. Couldn't get it low to Brown. It's cleared off the glass by Mayfield and down the ice. And it will be an icing call as we played 6 minutes and 54 seconds of the third period. The Oilers have the only goal of this third period. They're up 2-1.
And now they're going to get McDavid back on the ice with RNH and Hyman. But Colson's had some good moments, but he is, over the last couple of weeks, this has been a tough one for him tonight. It's a little off.
Face off to the right of Sorokin.
I'd actually say for about a 3-week stretch, and he's played a lot with Leon and Arvidsson, and he certainly gets the puck. He's good on retrievals.
Bouchard in from the left point, gets to the left wing corner. Up to the top of the circle in Islanders territory. Fires it across, but nobody there for the Oilers. Cizikas can bring it out. Cizikas into the Oilers' zone left wing. Will shoot off the glove of Skinner. It goes to the right side. Engvall has it for New York. Checked by Nugent Hopkins. Puck gets to the blue line. Kept in, though, and it stops. It goes to the right corner. Pass across. Just missed Pajot. Here's Horvat, and he'll blast it wide. Engvall on the right wing. Along the right wing boards. To Horvat, to the blue line for Dobson. Right side to Engvall. Shoots wide of the Edmonton net. George in from the left point. But as it comes free, it's McDavid to bring it out. McDavid into the Islanders zone, cuts across top of the circle to Bouchard. The shot that's saved by Sorokin. What a chance there for Evan Bouchard. Horvat to George. He's got Lee. Possible breakaway pass, but off the stick of Bouchard, and it'll go offside at the Oiler blue line. 7 minutes, 59 seconds gone here in the third. We're going to take a break. 2-1, the Oilers lead the Islanders from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the screen. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers.
737373, Pizza 73.
Hockey is back, and so is Play Alberta, Alberta's #1 sportsbook and the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheer for the Oilers while scoring bigger offers, boosted odds, live betting, player props, and more. New to Alberta? New players now receive $200 in free bets just for signing up. Already a player? Get a $10 free bet for every $100 you bet. Download the new Sportsbook app and make your picks today. Bonus terms and conditions apply.
Portage College graduates are incredibly employable. How does Portage know? 99% of employers surveyed said they would hire a Portage grad. Get career ready at Portage College. Learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-1 Edmonton leads. 7:59 gone in the third period. It's Bouchard from Ekholm and McDavid 57 seconds into this third period. McDavid's got 2 assists. He's up to .997 in his NHL career. Kulak into the Oilers zone. Kulak with points and 2 straight coming into this one. This center ice now to Brown. In over the line on the right. Goes to the right wing corner. Connor Brown behind the net. Left it behind the goal. Nelson comes in for the Islanders. Won't get it by Henrique. To the right point. Nurse's shot. And that one goes wide of the goal. Janmark recovers. Right wing, off the right wing boards. Skating onto it, though. Siplikov will come out for New York at center ice. He'll shoot that in. That's icing call. Siplikov wasn't at center yet. Icing against the Islanders. It's the start of the road trip for the Islanders, as they will continue the Western Canada swing. They go to Vancouver, then Seattle, then Calgary, then Detroit.
McDavid replacing Jeff Skinner on this line with Derek Ryan and Corey Perry.
Face off the Islanders zone to the left of Sorokin. Oilers trying to take advantage of the icing call. Getting McDavid out there. Puck goes to Corey Perry to the middle. He won't get a shot. He was tied up by Hutton. It goes in behind the net. Comes free. Cholowski up the right wing for Siplikov. He'll get it out.
Don't think Corey Perry was very happy about the non-call there.
Brought in by McDavid on the right. Now to Ryan. Ryan in front to Perry. Just put it wide. Ryan with a pass through the slot, but nobody there for the Oilers. And Engvall will get it out. Shoot it down into the Oilers zone. Horvat goes in behind the net over to the left wing. 2-1 Oilers here in the third. Horvat to the right wing point. Mayfield shoots, not much on it. It goes off the glove of Skinner. Comes back to him. He'll cover it up. Played 9 minutes, 14 seconds of this third period. 2-1 Edmonton leads.
Some quality sound effects there, Cam.
You liked that, didn't you?
I think we got all of it.
Face off to the left of Skinner. Draisaitl into the face-off circle with Horvat. Puck to the left wing corner to Kulak. Off the left wing boards and out. It's played back in. Islanders offside. They got to tag up. Draisaitl spin the puck up the right wing. That goes off the stick of Pulock into the Islanders zone. To the right corner was Kulak. But Mayfield finds it for the Islanders. On the right wing for Horvat. Now it goes in behind the net, or make that Engvall. Went in behind the net, comes back to Engvall. Up the right wing for Holmstrom. Holmstrom in his own blue line to Pulock back into his own end. Mayfield. Mayfield had no options other than high in the air and out. Kulak. Put it across to Emberson. Center ice pass goes off the stick of McLean. So McDavid on the right, off of Hyman, into the Islanders' end. George's got to go back forward. Hyman on him. Puck around to Dobson up the right wing side. Puck goes to McDavid. He kept it in, got it low to Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. The backhand scores! What a play! What a backhand! And the Oilers are up 3-1.
Well, if you're an Islanders partisan, you're thinking there should have been a tripping penalty on Connor McDavid, and that created the time and space. And we've lots of times have talked about the fact that Connor hasn't gotten the benefit of the call. May have got one there. And then Nugent Hopkins with a behind-the-back pass. McDavid uses Hyman as a pass option and instead elects to take it himself on the backhand and beats Ilya Sorokin to the glove side.
10:19 time of the goal. Connor McDavid, third point of the game.
Back-to-back three-point games for Connor McDavid. He's starting to heat up.
998 on his NHL career. Still half a period to go. Just saying.
Anders Lee was not enthused with that non-call there. I think you're going to see a Mary Kay makeup call coming here, Cam, against Edmonton at some point in the final 10 minutes of this game.
Especially when that trip leads to a turnover like that and to a rush towards the net. I totally understand. Shot in by Nurse. Pulock to the left wing corner. 3-1 Oilers lead. David from Nugent Hopkins. Oilers have a 3-1 lead. Right wing, it goes off Brown into the Islanders zone. Mayfield up the left wing to Pajot to the blue line, kept in by Janmark. Just for a moment, Pulock will skate to center ice. Got it to the Edmonton blue line. Offside the Islanders are, so they got a tag up. So it's Kulak across to Connor Brown. Just got the puck in. Cholowski right back out to Horvat, now to Lee. Stick lifted at the Oiler blue line.
They got a stick up there on Adam Henrique. Got away with one.
Now Bouchard, left wing. Put Colson will go to the right corner. Over to Arvidsson. Puck gets to the middle. Just knocked off the stick of Draisaitl. Here's Bouchard. He hammered it on net. The save made by Sorokin. Puck to the end boards. 8.5 to go in the third. 3-1. Oilers lead the Islanders. As Siplikov will get it out. Give it to Cholowski into the Oilers zone. Now to Nelson. Fired across to the right side. Was in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard on the right wing for Vasily Podkolzin. Get it out through center ice to Draisaitl with Arvidsson. Unable to get a pass to Arvidsson. Went off an Islander stick. It comes out. Podkolzin will shoot it in. It's in behind the Islander goal. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the third. Dobson off the left side and out. McDavid will dump it right back in. 3-1 the Oilers lead. George on the right wing boards. That's not going to get out. Puck to the top of the circle. Kept in. Emberson down to McDavid. To the side of the net. Just jammed wide by Hyman. Holmstrom will clear it out.
Good battle there. Emberson, well done.
He was able to shoot it in. Hyman in after it. Got the puck to the slot. Nobody there for Edmonton. Engvall bring it out to center ice. They'll drift the puck in. Rims on the right. Pajot to the right wing corner. On the left to Pulock. In from the left side. Will work to the middle. A shot saved by Skinner. Rebound, scores. It went right to Anders Lee. He goes upstairs on Skinner with the rebound. And the Oiler lead cut to 3-2.
Well, they got a bit of a lucky break there, did the Islanders. And Anders Lee, we talked about the fact that 10-time 20-goal scorer, he's going to finish off that luck. Others over-rotated. Not quite sure. Yeah, I'm going to have to take a look at the left wing there. Was Jeff Skinner just come on the ice?
12:54, time of the goal. Anders Lee gets his 5th of the year.
Islanders have hung around this game all night, haven't they?
Yep, that's exactly it. Right side, Stetcher will shoot it in. Blockered into the slot by Sorokin. Puck sent to the blue line. Nurse kept it in. 3-2 Oilers lead. We're here in the third period. Long pass to Horvat. Too far. That's icing. Lee from Pulock and Pajot at 12:54. And make for anxious moments here in the last 6:53 that we have remaining here in the third period. Face off to the right of Sorokin. Shots 30-21 for Edmonton. Pajot able to win the draw. Give it to Pulock. Goes in behind the net. Snaps it up the left side. Off a Lee. Down the ice. Icing against the Islanders. We'll do that again inside the Islanders zone.
Pizza 73 out of town scoreboard. Canucks up 2-1 on the Flames. That's middle of the second period. Columbus was up 2-0 early. They now trail Seattle 3-2 middle of the second period.
Draisaitl wins the draw. Nurse will shoot it. Saved by Sorokin. The rebound sits in the slot for a moment. And Lee on the left wing will get it out through the middle to find Pajot. Comes into the Oilers zone. Drops it to Horvat. Stops on the right wing boards. Pass to the blue line. Just off the stick of Derek Ryan. It comes out. George almost lost it. Gives it to Dobson. Up the left wing to Horvat. Poe drags it in the neutral zone. Gets the puck in the left wing to Pajot to the blue line. George will shoot it. That's blocked. Goes off of Hyman. Puck behind the net. Stetcher will get the puck on the right wing to Hyman. He'll clear it through the middle.
It was a hard takeout by the Oilers. Darnell Nurse just flattened Pajot behind the goal.
Dobson up the middle of center ice to Siplikov. Now to Nelson into the Oiler end. On the right wing, just picked off by Ekholm. He'll clear it. Pulock on the left side will shoot it in. Goes to the right, off the stick near the middle. Puck comes out. McDavid up to Hyman, a partial break. Hyman in, it's swept off his stick. McDavid, he'll shoot. That just missed. And the puck to the right point. Henrique, his shot. Sorokin, the save. He'll hold on to that. 5:27 to go in the third. 3-2, Oilers lead the Islanders. We'll take a break from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they're the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
5:27 to go in the third. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are here at Rogers Place. 3-2. Oilers lead the Islanders. Connor McDavid has 3 points. He's up to .998 his NHL career. Face off to the left of Sorokin. And McDavid's on the ice right now to take the draw against Brock Nelson. Nope. McDavid under the face-off circle. It'll be Nugent Hopkins. Puck goes to George, behind the net to Dobson, up the right wing. Palmieri will clear it. Dobson follows the play. It's the puck in on the right wing. Around on the left to Palmieri. Can't connect with Engvall, and it's McDavid to skate away for the Oilers to center ice to Bouchard. Right side, Hyman into the Islanders' zone. Goes in behind the net. Hyman over to the left wing. To the top of the circle. Kept in by Ekholm. Knocked out of the air by Nelson. Puck given away to McDavid. He'll shoot. Save by Sorokin. The rebound. He stopped that too. And the puck on the right side. What a chance there for McDavid.
It's two great looks here.
Nelson to center. Slows up. Fires it across. Stepping up was Bouchard for the Oilers. He's got Holmstrom on him. Now back to Kulak. He'll take it behind the Edmonton net, or at least to the side of it. Now on the right for Bouchard. Right wing cleared out by Jeff Skinner. Mayfield, or make that Arvidsson. Mayfield will come up the right wing. He'll get it out to Holmstrom. He'll dump it in. 4:15 to go in the third. 3-2 Oilers lead. Cizikas got it free, gets to the slot, and he'll be Draisaitl to center ice. He'll bounce it into the Islander end. Podkolzin left wing corner. Around on the right wing for Victor Arvidsson. Arvidsson takes a hit from Cholowski. Puck goes behind the goal. Off the stick of Podkolzin. It gets near the slot area. Gathered by Hutton. Stick lifted by Podkolzin. Podkolzin waiting. Backhand shot just wide.
There's that puck retrieval we're talking about with Podkolzin.
Arvidsson to the blue line. Kulak to Nurse on the left wing point. Down low to Arvidsson. Cycles the puck to Draisaitl. To the top of the circle. To the blue line. Now to Arvidsson. He'll drill his shot. Kicked out by Sorokin. And up the left wing, Holmstrom skates out for the Islanders at center ice. He'll dump it in. 3:20 to go in the third. 3-2 Oilers lead.
Remember, Patrick Waugh tends to pull his Guardian early.
Kulak behind his net, off the right wing boards and out. George to Pajot, now to Horvat. Peeled off his stick nicely by Kulak, and the puck cleared by Brown. Dobson to George. George on the left wing to Lee. Dumped in, and Ekholm will get it down off the left wing boards down the ice. It'll be icing against the Oilers with 2:47.
Will he go this early?
3-2 Oilers lead. I don't think so. No, maybe. Yep, he is.
Told you.
Yep.
So now you got to get a dig in here. Huge draw for Henrique. You do have a righty option there.
What a chance for McDavid.
With Connor Brown, but you got to get a tie up here off the draw.
Face off to the right of Skinner.
Didn't.
Puck goes to the point. Dobson, left wing to Palmieri. Into the corner. Pajot in front, scores! Pajot with a quick pass in front of the net to Lee. And just like that, this game's tied at 3 in the third period.
Well, that time the early pull worked. Bad situation for Edmonton. Henrique's basically been at 50% the whole season. He gets cleaned up off the draw, and the Oilers get picking fence off, and they were able to swing the puck low, and Pajot lights a little interior pass. We got ourselves a tie game. Oilers have blown a 2-goal lead here.
17:20 time of the goal. Lee gets his second of the night, 6th of the season. As the Islanders work it around quickly after winning the faceoff. Bouchard on the right wing at center ice.
Again, Cam, no matter what, you got to get a point out of this game.
Puck rimmed on the right, it comes out. Lee at center. Right across to Horvat, into the Oilers zone on the left wing. Puck goes to the corner. McDavid will pick it up for Edmonton. Out of Bouchard. Lee from Pajot and Palmieri. At 17:20 has tied the game up, and McDavid weaves his way into the Islanders zone. He'll shoot, saved by Sorokin. He holds on to that. 2:05 to go here in the third. We're going to take a break. Tied at 3, the Oilers and the Islanders. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. As a musician, I'm drawn to the sounds of this great province. Whether it's
tied at 3 here in the third, 2:05 to go. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're at Rogers Place. Islanders down 3-1 in the third period. A couple of goals by Anders Lee. Tied it up.
Shots are 36-22 Edmonton in this game, and it's 3-3. Just get the next one, Cam.
Just get the next one.
You're Edmonton.
Yep.
But no matter what, get a point here. This has been a counter-strike game from the Islanders. Right? Like,
Draisaitl wins the draw in the Islander end to Arvidsson to the left wing point. Nurse floats towards the net, blockered into the corner by Sorokin. But Colson comes up the left wing, top of the circle, jams it low to Draisaitl. Now to Arvidsson, goes in behind the net, over to the left, to the blue line to Nurse, over to Kulak. Trying to get a shooting lane, doesn't have one. To Nurse down the left side, out to Podkolzin, got checked, and Holmstrom's going to bring it out for the Islanders. On the right wing for Nelson, shoot it in on the backhand. Nurse up the right wing, or Kulak up the right wing to Arvidsson. That goes off his stick, but he'll get it back. He'll come into the Islanders zone. Checked on the play by George, he'll get it out. Bouchard with it inside his own blue line to Matthias Ekholm. Off an Islander sticking in. Into the right wing corner. Puck along the right wing boards. Back to Bouchard. He'll shoot it. Saved by Sorokin. There was lots of traffic, and Pajot will get it out. Nugent-Hopkins now to McDavid with speed in over the Islander line to the net, waiting, passing, shot, saved by Sorokin off of Hyman. And the puck cleared out by Lee. Great opportunity for Edmonton. We're tied at 3. We're in the third. 45 seconds to go in the third period. Hyman for Nugent-Hopkins. Down to McDavid. He'll come in on the right wing. The shot, and it goes off at Dobson and out of play with 38 seconds to go in the third.
What a performance tonight from Sorokin. But that time, Connor McDavid walked around and unfortunately set up Hyman. He shot the puck right at him.
Yeah. Face off to the left to Sorokin.
Henrique, Brown, and Janmark in the final 40 seconds. Just on the ice for the goal against. They had a great game in Vancouver.
Puck rimmed on the right, goes off of Kulak at the blue line. And it hits Engvall, it comes out. So Cizikas over to Holmstrom, into the Oilers zone on the right wing, to the right wing corner. Stops. Now Cizikas goes in behind the Edmonton net, off the left wing boards to George. Over to Dobson, shoots towards the net. That one off of Nurse. He's able to clear it, but it's going to be an icing call. 7 seconds to go in the third period. Face off in the Oilers zone. We're tied at 3. Shots are 16-6 in this third period for the Oilers.
But the problem is, it's 2-2.
Yeah.
And you had a 2-goal lead, and now they get their best offensive players on the ice. You got to neutralize this draw if you're Edmonton.
Nelson against Henrique. Puck goes to the left wing corner in the Oiler end. Kulak goes in behind the net. Time off the clock. We're going to need a little extra time here as the Oilers have a 3-1 lead in the third period. Disappear. Anders Lee gets a couple, ties it up. We're going to have that overtime for you when we come back. Oilers and Islanders knotted up at 3 from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Oilers and Islanders tied at 3. We're going to overtime. The Edmonton Oilers in OT this year, they're 2-1. They haven't been to a shootout yet, so 2-1 overall and 2-1 in 3-on-3 OT.
Well, the way this guy is playing, I think they might need to win it in overtime.
Yeah. Islanders are 1-3. This will come as no surprise. They're 1-3 in the 3-on-3 overtime. They're 2-0 in shootouts. So 3-3 overall.
This Sorokin's been. The Oilers got 39 shots. I would hazard a guess that the high danger scoring chances, if I got a natural stat trick, might be like 9-3 in this game for Edmonton. Why don't I do that?
Ilya Sorokin's career record in shootouts?
Yep.
7-13.
That's interesting.
Isn't it, though?
I was wrong, Cam.
What?
15-2 are the high danger scoring chances at even strength in this game. I said 9-3. I was a little off there. Oilers' last 2 games, they've been pretty good 5-on-5.
Okay, overtime underway. Draisaitl wins the first face-off, and the Oilers get control, and it is Bouchard taking it behind his net. As McDavid, Draisaitl, and Bouchard start off the overtime.
You don't think they don't miss Pelech here?
No kidding. Long pass up the left side. McDavid into the Islanders zone, ties up with Pulock. Got it up against the boards. Draisaitl in as well. Draisaitl to Bouchard. The shot! The a save made by Sorokin. Bouchard was all alone in front of the net. The puck sent up the left wing to Palmieri. What a chance for the Oilers to end it here in overtime. Back to Pulock. Up the right wing. That's going to be icing. It'll be a face-off in the Islanders zone. Oh, that was all jammed up against the boards. He fired across to Bouchard, and what a chance.
Interesting decision here, 43 seconds in. Nugent Hopkins needs to win a face-off.
He's out with Hyman and Ekholm.
Ryan's at 58% this season. He lost that one, though.
Puck gets to the corner. Up the right wing, it won't get out. Horvat couldn't clear it. Nugent Hopkins comes across the blue line. It does come out, and it goes right to Zach Hyman. Into the Islander end, to the left side, to the left wing corner. Now in behind the net, over to the right, to the top of the circle. On the right wing for Matthias Ekholm. Off the right wing boards to Nugent Hopkins. Brings to the middle. Give it to Hyman in front to Nugent Hopkins. Save made by Sorokin. Puck behind the net. Hyman's got it. Left wing to Ekholm. Thought about shooting it. Holds on. Comes across the top. Now down the right wing to the net. The shot. Save Sorokin. The rebound to the left side. Oilers still have control. Matthias Ekholm behind the goal. To the right wing. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Left wing corner. Nugent Hopkins waits. Oilers are able to get one change in there, so it's Bouchard, and now Bouchard's got the puck on the left. The Oilers will change the forwards. Oilers keep control of the puck. It's McDavid left side. Draisaitl scores! Leon Draisaitl roofed it, and the Oilers win it 4-3 in overtime.
A 4-point night for Connor McDavid. But Leon Draisaitl with two elite-level, world-class finishes, and that's what it took to beat Ilya Sorokin in this game. And the Oilers were able to have a complete change. The Islanders were exhausted, and Draisaitl went roof daddy blocker's side on Sorokin for the GWG in OT.
Not a lot of room there for Leon Draisaitl. He didn't need a lot of room. He put it upstairs. He gets his 12th of the year, second of the game. Connor McDavid gets to 999 career points with a 4-point effort here tonight. The Edmonton Oilers will win this 4-3 in overtime, and the Oilers get to 8-7-1 on the year, and the Islanders go to 6-6-4. What a shot by Draisaitl. Short side right upstairs. Just a sliver of room to get the puck in.
After an 0-3 start, Edmonton now 8-4-1 in their last 13 games.
McDavid and Bouchard with the assists, 152 into the OT for Draisaitl's 12th of the year. As Brendan Escott, he's downstairs right now with Evan Bouchard.
Well, Evan, we'll just get your thoughts on, I guess, 60 in a few minutes there
now,
and what it took to get the job done
final
tonight.
Score, Islanders 3,
yeah, we've
Oilers
been
4
break. There was times in the second period there we didn't play our best hockey. Stu helped us out, and we came back and battled for him in the third.
Power play gets a goal tonight for the second game in a row. Does it feel like things are starting to come around in that department?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was just a matter of time with the personnel. We just had to really compete and bear down when we have our chances, and in the past few games we've gotten goals, and that's big for our team.
How do you keep stacking wins?
Keep playing hard, play a full 60 minutes, bend, don't break.
Thanks, Bush.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys.
All right, thanks very much, Brendan Escott. Downstairs with Evan Bouchard. Oilers able to get the win after having a 3-1 lead go away in the third period, but great goal by Leon Draisaitl. And how about Connor McDavid?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Gets the 3-point night against Vancouver, gets a 4-point night here. He's now 999 in his NHL career, so he's about to be the fourth fastest to 1,000 points when he picks up a point. And let's safely assume that's on Thursday night against Nashville.
Well, it's a good chance.
It's a good chance, exactly.
We witnessed, Sorokin was fantastic.
He was.
Gives up 4 goals, and he was great in this game.